In the Ms. Pat Show Season 5, the tension between Branden and his sister reaches a level that feels less like sibling rivalry and more like genuine hostility. What makes their relationship so uncomfortable and so believable is that it isn't driven by one dramatic betrayal or explosive secret. Instead, it's the result of years of emotional imbalance, unspoken resentment, and very different survival paths within the same family. Season 5 simply removes the humor that once softened those issues and forces everyone, including the audience, to sit with the damage. Branden has always occupied the role of the problem child. He's impulsive, defensive, and often emotionally immature, and the family has treated him accordingly. Even when he tries to do better, he's rarely given the benefit of the doubt. Over time, that constant labeling shapes how he sees himself and how he reacts to others. By Season 5, Branden is carrying a deep sense of shame mixed with anger. He feels like no matter what he does, he'll always be the disappointment, especially in his sister's eyes. That belief fuels his hostility. To him, every comment from her sounds like judgment, every boundary feels like rejection. His sister's resentment, however, comes from a very different place. She grew up being forced into responsibility early. While Branden acted out, she adapted. She became disciplined, controlled, and reliable because she had to be. But that role came with its own cost. She learned to suppress frustration instead of expressing it, and over time that frustration hardened into bitterness. By Season 5, she's emotionally exhausted. She's tired of feeling like she has to be the stable one while Branden keeps getting chances to mess up and be forgiven. Her anger isn't just about Branden's behavior, it's about the emotional labor she's been carrying for years. Ms. Pat's parenting style plays a huge role in this dynamic. Her tough love approach helped her kids survive difficult circumstances, but it didn't leave much room for emotional processing. Conflict was handled through confrontation, not conversation. As a result, neither Branden nor his sister learned how to express hurt without turning it into aggression. When they argue, they're not really fighting about the present, they're fighting about everything that was never addressed growing up. Season 5 intentionally makes their relationship feel harsher and more raw. The show steps away from easy punchlines and lets silence, awkwardness, and unresolved tension linger. Conversations don't end neatly. Apologies are rare and incomplete. This isn't bad writing, it's realism. The show is portraying what happens when siblings grow up carrying different wounds from the same household and never learn how to talk about them. What's important is that their hate isn't empty. It's layered with disappointment, envy, love, and grief. You don't hold that much anger towards someone you don't care about. Their conflict feels intense because the emotional stakes are high. Season 5 doesn't suggest their relationship is beyond repair. It suggests it's stuck. Healing would require vulnerability, accountability, and honesty from both sides, and neither of them knows how to start that process yet. Ultimately, Branden and his sister don't hate each other because they're enemies. They hate each other because they're family, and because unresolved pain, when ignored long enough, eventually turns into resentment. Season 5 allows that truth to be messy, uncomfortable, and painfully real.